Hello everyone, so I'm just going to give a market update on my last video on the altcoins for this week. So let's go through what is doing well first. So what already reached its target was Cardano. So we're going ADA, my price target was $1.50 and that just got smashed. I mean, it was actually $1.48. When we got to $1.48, there was selling activity because that was just a place to take profit. And then we had some little dip. But because of this candle being so bloody strong, there's just too much momentum, and so easily broken, and we're going up, following the short-term moving average on the 1 hour. I do see this going to $1.60, but I just took profit at $1.48 because I'm happy with that. I just let a little bit just run all the way. The other one that did pretty well was Uniswap, in terms of reaching the target. It was sort of just following this sort of triple bottom, I'd say. It did a good sideways, which I mentioned I would have preferred to see, and it did go a little bit sideways to do some sort of handle, and then we went up. We reached the price target of $18. So yeah, that's ticked off $18. ADA. Now Link was one that I really wanted to see do well, but I think I mentioned, there's two entry points. There's 24.6, or preferably it's around $24. Sort of to complete the bull flag. I mean, we had some sort of fake out on the bull flag, if this is a bull flag. So right now we're at support of the first entry level. This entry I'm not confident with, just because if we were to go up from here, I mean, on the 4 hour chart, it does look like we could just potentially do some sort of potentially a triple bottom. I mean, we've already broke down from this major support level on the 4 hour chart. So look, it could go up from there, possibly. I mean, I think there is a decent chance, and I would just enter here anyways. But the second entry level is 24.19. In terms of stop loss at 23.68. So it really depends. Possibly it could go up from here, and strangely enough, so for some reason it's holding on to this projection thing that I've put in, but that's just coincidence, I believe. What else did I go through? I went through Phantom. Phantom was going really strong. Now it's sort of going sideways. It's still following this. Obviously, it's still following the trend line. It's not going to smash it. I mean, look, the thing is if this guy was going to go smash it, I remember giving the call when it was around $3-ish, before it broke out of this major pattern. I think. Oh, I remember seeing it then. That's when I saw it. But yeah, pretty much if this guy was just to go straight up to $3.71, just like it did here, then obviously it's just going to break really strong and it could just potentially go up. I don't think that it's ready to do that. I think we should go a little bit sideways until we go up further. If you're entering now, I would probably wait for we got that retest. So I mean, the entry's gone, unless you want to, I don't know, wait for some sort of pattern to form, or until you think Bitcoin's going to go back up, then that's when I'll enter. What else did I go through? I went through NIR as well. With NIR, look, it's done so well already. I remember sort of giving the call when it was just pumping around here, but I did see the entry over here when Bitcoin dumped. So it's just, NIR is just going sideways at the moment, which is really good to see, because sideways below a key psychological selling point, and almost at the I think that yeah, this looks good to me. $20 is a psychological selling point. We've already broken all-time high. I think the fib level is around $20 as well. But you'd have to check. But yeah, pretty much there's some sort of pattern forming. Once we break out of this, buy at the retest at around $20.25, and that's going to look pretty good. And this is sort of a setup for the support as we correct down after going through 23.6, if we're following this sort of bull flag target. What else did I go through? That was really quick. I'm just going to go through the patterns. I'm looking at that's Uniswap. You know, you can sort of see that sideways that I sort of like enjoyed, like I wanted to see. Actually, let's see. I think that's pretty much it. That's what I mostly just covered. Last one was Algorand. And that one was sort of like a 4-day, you know, let's wait for it to range and then possibly buy if it breaks out. And yeah, you can see here, this is a different chart there, but yeah, there's the range. And it sort of just needs to go through this range. We didn't dump, which is a good thing. And what seemed to happen was for some reason, it just went straight up, and the hit range just only go down because it's just way too early for it to go up, I guess. I mean, not really that early, but I like to see that the long-term moving average on the 1 hour starts to slope upwards, and you know, it's sort of like stopped sloping down, and now it's ready to slope upwards. So I do see a potential breakout very soon, and a potential W sort of pattern forming, or at least breaking this sort of resistance at $1.49. And yeah, like Algorand isn't that much higher from Bitcoin's liquidation wick price. Let's have a look. Dates, price. Like from the liquidation wick all the way to here, it's only an increase of 6.19%, which is really nothing in terms of a recovery for that most of the alts were able to pull off. A few of the other ones I'd like to go through might be. I went through Solana as well. I forgot about that. So with Solana, like I said, Solana was actually quite interesting. I need to find the chart that I drew. Tether. But I mean, like trading views, like sort of made the thing whack. I think it's this one here. Yeah, that's not it. But I'll just draw this again. Pretty much. I don't even know what I just drew. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. Yeah. All right. So this is what happened with Solana. I did say that I felt like this ascending triangle pattern was not going to play out. I forgot how it was drawn because now I'm not sure what's going on. 4-hour chart, maybe that's where I drew it. Let's just assume it's the 4-hour chart, like an ascending triangle. And we did have some, like for some reason, this broke out like really quickly, and I thought, this is dodgy. This doesn't feel right. So yeah, it broke out, went down, broke out again. You know, people just thought it was bullish, and there's this idea that Solana is underpriced, but it's really weak right now. I'm not too sure why, but it's just really weak as I've seen from the charts. Once we broke down, went back to support here, and now we're finding support here. I have no idea where I got this line from, but it is you know, supporting really well. It's probably like a 6-hour support or something. No idea how. It's probably just this you know, the end of this candle, the pump candle, the bottom of it. So that's probably it. Now I sort of see that something else could happen. You know, the more we range from here, the more I can see that we can potentially get some sort of breakout. I would have this under my radar, but I think that Cardano right now, given the news, is going to steal a lot of thunder from Solana. So let's see how that goes. But yeah, that's just the market update on my video that I just did. Just in case, you know, there's one of you that are watching this decide to take a position and then you're like, shit, what the hell's going on? Yeah, I think that I forgot about this on Litecoin as well. Litecoin. Okay, so Litecoin is doing really well. As you can see, I'm not sure when I gave this, but I'm assuming that I gave this when it was like already pumping, because by the time I did the video, it was already pumping, and I think I did mention to buy at the retest, and we did do a retest, and then we went up from there. So I mean, yeah, better to buy from the retest than to buy here, because you would have had it at a slightly cheaper price than the downward sloping trend line at the top. But yeah, look, that still has around like that still has $1. Like the target is $158. So it's getting there. It's getting there. Each time Bitcoin goes down and this one holds and Bitcoin goes up, it just goes up higher. So eventually we'll get there. But yeah, that's pretty good. Uniswap, ADA met their price targets a day afterwards. Phantom, we'll get there eventually. Link, I'm not too sure, but let's just see how it plays out. The entries are there, really tight stop loss. That's just how I like to play. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone.